know. I mean, the possibilities are out there, but we don't have to know the possibilities. We know that what's going to come to pass. There will be a cruel Lord that incites Jacob's trouble. That has to happen. Okay, y'all
you go back into Isaiah 19, GNT. Somebody could get second after 15 in the GNT as well.
Isaiah 19 and 2. It says, I will stir up civil war in Egypt and turn brother against brother and neighbor against neighbor. Rival cities will fight each other, and rival kings will struggle for power. Now I'm going to frustrate the plans of the Egyptians and destroy their morale.
Yep, demoralized.
They will ask their idols to help them, and they will go and consult mediums and ask the spirits of the dead for advice. I will hand the Egyptians over to a tyrant.
Witchcraft.
Tribe going to, there's Santeria, Levites going to Juju and Voodoo and all that shit.
What did they do when they was catching hell down there and started digging up their family members and shit?
Yeah.
And was it, I don't know, Venezuela or somewhere?
They was going to, they was trying to conjure up the spirit of their ancestors. Going to Saint Morte.
Yep.
None of that shit is going to work. Because the Lord's going to be performing on Babylon. The Lord's going to increase the birth rate. That's all that's going to happen. Or y'all trying to consult with these spirits, the Lord's going to add to your afflictions. Yep. Your travail. You ain't going to be able to put it off. That's why I said, Jeremiah, take all for her pain. We're going to heal Babylon, but she is not healed. The best bet is to flee and go back to where you came from. See, a lot of these nations that came over here for the opportunity to get in bed with Babylon so they can make money, them not getting out of here in time is why they're going to get caught up in this whole thing.
So they can build it up to the war, quicksand, strong, and all these other things. But this place, it's like quicksand. You gotta know when to get out. It's like any business deal, you know, or the investment. Any investment, you gotta know when to get out.
Yeah.
Just imagine if, let's say, the Civil War does pop off in the country. And they gotta lock the country down with all these angry people fighting each other. You came over here a few years ago and you didn't get it, you didn't get your money to get out of there in time, you gonna get caught up in that. And what they showed in that movie, yeah.
Chinaman.
You from China or you ain't speaking fluent English?
He did say that too after.
Yeah. You ain't speaking perfect English, you're not the American. That's on our side. So we off with your head. You know? That's what's gonna go down, man.
Hey,
then with the immigration crisis, that's putting fuel on it.
I was to say that, I was thinking
that's
that.
Fuel to it.
Hey, think about the Northern Kingdom. A lot of you Northern Kingdom that came up here, whether you troops or not, these Edomites gonna put hell on your ass. They gonna say you the problem. You invaded our country. You know?
Right, but a lot of these Northern Kingdom, Venezuela and those countries, these dudes are ruthless too.
Yeah.
They're used to seeing that kind of brutality.
Of course.
And the Americans are not.
Exactly.
So they're gonna put terror on you too, on these Edomites.
I saw a video, TikTok is all over the place, but what it said was, they were, years ago, they were sending, I'm trying to think where they sent it from, but they were sending their prisoners to America. All the way to the
It was Venezuela that was, they were sending prisoners to the country.
Scarface that said Cuba did that.
Yeah,
It was up under that
the concentration camps.
Send them crossed right over.
All of
Yeah.
Castro opened it
So
up.
they called them political refugees.
refugees.
And
Yeah.
so it's a similar thing happened to some of the worst people in society
Yeah.
to this country again. They just walked in the border right now.
Yeah.
From all the world, though.
I'm a political refugee from Cuba.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You got it, brother. Isaiah 19 and 4. I will hand the Egyptians over to a tyrant, to a cruel king who will rule them. I, the Lord Almighty, have spoken. The water will be low in the Nile, and the river will gradually dry up. And what's the Nile in America? Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yeah.
The channels of the river, that's spiritual too, the word. The channels of the river will stink as they slowly go dry. Reeds and rushes will wither, and all the crops planted along the banks of the Nile will dry up and be blown away.
Causing a what? Food scarcity.
That's the dirt.
Food insecurity.
When we watched it be orchestrated with these food processing plants being
Burned up.
just all of a sudden, just going out of business all of a sudden. And it's about time we start to see that taking effect inside the
We were talking about it, hyperinflation in that movie. You didn't see no trucks, none.
empty roads.
Yeah.
That's why they had to. That's why they had to stand in front of their shit with arms. People was already. By that time, people already looted and took shit from the stores.
Yeah, dude had 2 movers hung up, right?
Come.
Yeah.
As it tells you in the second, there's a 6th chapter that the storehouses shall be suddenly empty. People gonna be desperate for food. In America, people are used to eating every freaking
2 hours.
every hour on the hour.
Yeah. A snack or something.
Yeah, all day. They ain't gonna be used to this condition, man. That's what's gonna keep the people agitated. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Everyone who earns a living by fishing in the Nile will groan and cry. Their hooks and their nets will be useless. Those who make linen cloth will be in despair. Weavers and skilled workers will be broken and depressed. The leaders of the city of Zoan,
All these different industries being affected. All these industries, man, that keep everything afloat, that keep society moving. It's all going to be disrupted by the calamities that's coming down. Basically, economic woes. You know, price of everything is sky high because it's scarce. You
I
know,
was going to say, on top of the hyperinflation part of it, and then the people that don't want to work because they feel they're underpaid or whatever they're, crying about, there's also going to be natural disasters and shit that's going to only exacerbate making shit more worse. Floods, storms, all kinds of shit.
On top of that, man-made decisions.
Right.
Water supply gonna be poisoned.
Yeah.
And also, the water levels might drop too low for certain fish.
That's what he's reading, right? The leaders of the city of Zohan are fools. Egypt's wisest people give stupid advice.
that's what it seems like is happening with Biden.
Yeah.
You leave the country vulnerable.
You can't get a hit.
Yeah. You're spending all this money, hundreds of billions of dollars to protect overseas while you're leaving your own borders wide open for your enemies to intrude whenever they can. While you're in trillions of dollars in the hole, and this is, it's like who you getting your advice from? Well, we know it's really in the interest of the elites to break America down.
do they dare to tell the king that they are successors to the ancient scholars and kings, king of Egypt? Where are those clever advisors of yours? Perhaps they can tell you what plans the Lord Almighty has for Egypt.
Man.
The leaders...
Hey, because you need advisors. You need counselors.
Scripture say two things without counsel.
Where are they getting their counsel from?
Right. That means,
They're trying to go to the left hand to get their counsel.
yeah.
You know?
Now realize the left hand is still part of the Most High.
Yeah.
For their destruction.
Yeah.
Supposed to lead the nation, but they had misled it.
And that's why the people are pretty much in that rebellious attitude. This is where you get the uproars of the people, because they see the leadership is not a reflection. You know, the leadership is trash. Don't they say that in the Apocrypha? Talks about a well-ordered government or instruct his people. That ain't. They're further dividing the country. They're going completely left when it comes to the interests of the people.
And the people are daily losing confidence in these leaders.
Yeah.
They see all the shit they do and are saying they're gonna do. They're doing the opposite. And the economy, the cost of living is not getting any fucking better.
Bro, the fucking housing market right now is ridiculous. Nobody can afford to get a home.
But the price of the homes is out of the fucking astronomical.
Yeah,
Interest rates is high. Like no one's buying homes.
They have a whole new communities of brand new built homes. They're not even for sale. They're for rent.
Yeah.
Everybody's
For rent, bro. They're not for sale anymore. You can't buy them. You just rent them.
If not, you gotta live a mobile, you know.
In this
Humvee.
Turn it to that.
Yeah. Think about it now is
14 cities.
it costs. It's more cost effective to buy a house.
Yeah.
But you can't, like these brothers said, people can't afford them because your mortgage would be less than what rent is, but you gotta qualify, and buying a house is so much bullshit,
So much down,
and they don't have. They used to have programs. They give you money to buy houses, but a lot of them programs is far and few. Far and few now.
And they're backed up on paperwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, Biden, he's taking all kind of heat. That's how you know he ain't. It's a landslide in the approval ratings. You know, as far as the next candidates. You know, Biden ain't got a fucking shot, man.
There's still not a clear Democrat that can replace him. But no one believes. That's why I said put his back up there. It's automatically let him They were supposed to lead the nation, but have misled it.
Misled it. You're misleading. What happened to the job market? Y'all been lying to us and telling us that the employment rate is getting better.
This many jobs added.
But all these fucking jobs are shutting down.
Right.
All these businesses, all these retail stores, all closing down all over the country.
And you got AI taking the other half of the jobs.
Exactly. Big tech.
And you were talking about how the majority of the Jakes have service jobs.
Yeah.
A lot of those service jobs are being taken over by artificial intelligence.
One easy one that everybody should not act like, okay, I don't work at Amazon, but you go to Walmart and you realize you're not talking to a human, you go to the check. People look at the people like,